have sex with you?
He tried to have sex with my friend, and he tried to grab my titties.
Whoa, can't say that. Can't say the T word.
Tried to grab your yabos. Tried to grab your
He
jumbos.
tried to grab my little mosquito bite. And yeah, he's a pack
Wait,
rat.
time out. How do you end up back at Ron Jeremy's house? Explain.
And my girlfriend, she was with me, and she's pretty hot. And so we're outside the club, and we're talking about, some marijuana, because it's California. And so he pulls out the papers, and he's like, I have more at my place if you want, like, a box of them. And we was like, sure, we'll have some of your papers. And it's like, it's of him.
Smooth Ron.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those who you don't know, this is an interview with Miss Tiffany Haddish. She is a wannabe comedian. I'm just going to save you some time in case you haven't heard of her and you think you might be interested in seeing her stuff. She's not funny. I've seen a little bit of it, but that was all I needed because I am not a 25-year-old black woman who hates men. She went to Ron Jeremy's house just to smoke weed? Come on. She even admitted her friend was hot. Now, here's the woman, I think, who filed the first allegation against him many years ago. Her name is Brandy, and she did it actually on YouTube. Why she didn't go to the police, I don't know. Maybe she did, and they just didn't take it seriously. But she went out on YouTube and did it. Of course, she got a larger audience. So let's hear what Brandy has to say.
So, Ron Jeremy was arrested last month. People have known about Ron Jeremy for fucking years. The first thing anyone ever said to me that made me start this whole thing was someone looking me in the face and saying, that's just what Ron Jeremy does, Ginger. That's just Ron. Come on, Ginger. But making such a big deal about it. Chill out. You don't know shit about shit. Him touching me during my girl scene, that's not the only thing he's ever done. It's a bittersweet victory because he is such a he's basically almost dead. But the fact of the matter is he was still a danger to people. We're not gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Only fuck feminists. This ended up not being very much about Ron Jeremy, which is fine. I don't really give a fuck. Ron Jeremy.
Here is a longtime friend and colleague of Ron's. Here's what she had to say.
Well, yes, I know Ron. I've known him for many years. He's very gregarious. He likes to be around people, so he likes to socialize. His abdominal aorta exploded, and he drove himself to the hospital, and they saved his life. All right, so is this true? That's what a lot of people are asking me. Is this what Ron Jeremy would do? Is this how he is? That's not what I would have expected him to do back in the 80s when I met him in New York City. Many women in the business say that they did not want to work with Ron because he was too aggressive. This was not something I heard in the 80s. And he's in his 70s. My goodness, I'm 59. So by now, it's probably getting very difficult for him to get work, if at all possible, in that business. It is possible that he felt such low self-esteem, and his only sense of self-worth came from being able to perform that way. People who were born and raised in the 50s and 60s, men, often, Harvey Weinstein, people like that, think that that's acceptable behavior, that if they act this way toward a woman aggressively, sexually, that the woman will think it's a compliment. So, is this possible that Ron Jeremy did the things he's accused of? As much as Ron has been a very dear friend to me for decades, I hate to say it, but I'm keeping an open mind that this could possibly be true. Why would all of these women conspire to say these things against him? I believe they came forward because they truly believed these events took place, and they wanted to make sure that no one else got hurt.
Now, this last piece here is from one of those TV judge shows, Garbage to the Core. Unfortunately, a lot of our young people grow up thinking that this is how the criminal justice system works. As you watch it, notice the giggling and the laughing. And everybody, the production crew, everybody involved in producing this show, they're performers. Also notice the black and white checkerboard floor. Black and white checkerboard floors, especially in the public arena, represents Freemasonry, okay? It represents duality. Don't believe me? Look it up.
Hello, James.
Afternoon, Judge.
How are you?
Good. You may be seated.
Mr. Jeremy, how are you today?
Fine, thank you, Your Honor.
And how long have you been doing this?
9 3/4. Oh, sorry. How long have I been doing this for about?
For what amount of time might that be?
In 2005, I was dating a male stripper, and I also am in some adult films. I have them here. if
All
you'd
right,
like
let's
to
see
look
it.
at them.
I was going to say which one is you, but I don't know that it matters. Where were you?
I missed my flight, and I started drinking. Now, I'm not an alcoholic. I was just really scared.
So you think that you can back out of a contract, oral or written, it really doesn't matter because they had to use their connections and their contacts to replace you, and you think that they haven't suffered anything at all?
The show went on.
Anything else you want to say?
I do have some pictures of me winning, if you'd like to see those also.
Sure. I know. Did you look at them before you handed them to me? And at the end of the day, it's not a hard case, so to speak.
Again, nicely said.
That is the order of the court, so ordered.
Thank you, Your Honor.